Stompin Tom's Canada was a Canadian music and documentary television series which originally aired on CBC Television from September 26, 1974 to March 13, 1975. It was produced in Edmonton by Don McRae, written by Colin McLean, and featured, along with Stompin Tom, Bill Lewis and Gary Empey. This series featured Stompin Tom Connors on tour throughout Canada, with a mix of studio and location scenes. Connors' performances were combined with location segments featuring the various communities he visited. He visited throughout Canada to discuss the stories and events that he sang about in his many songs about the great country. The 23-week series aired on Thursdays at 9 p.m. This series has never been re-aired by CBC or any network, so hopefully one day it will get to be seen again on a streaming service such as CBC Gem or as a DVD series. Note that there was 2 different show openings. Here's some short random video clips from some of the episodes.
As people know, I've spent most of my life right out on the road, never really spending any length of time in any one place. But through it all, I've always considered this spot right here as my home. This is Skinner's Pond, Prince Edward Island.
There was a time with a buddy of mine when a freight train was our abode, and we found people in this area.
Well, I don't consider myself to have a very good voice, and I'm not a good songwriter, and I'm not a good guitar player or nothing else. But I'd like to go to every known place in the world and sing to the people my songs about Canada, because then they'll know that
Canadians my songs every place I went, and it's I'll call you, don't call me, and knocked on a hell of a lot of doors, and it just wasn't there. I wasn't writing commercial stuff. 10-4, how long are we going to be there?
1:45.
No, I say, how long are we going to be there?
How many? Probably 50 or 60.
For Christ's sake, how long are we going to be there at the school?
I can't make food.
Forget it.
All the places you play in Canada, are there any places where you haven't been received well?
That I haven't been received well? Until recently, I've never been received well.
Feeling in the morning anything but fine. The farmer said, I'm gonna teach you how to prime. He said, you gotta don a pair of oilskin pants if you wanna work in the tobacco plants of Tilsonburg. My back still aches when I hear that word.
For you, and for anybody that comes to Sudbury and takes a long look at this big nickel. The lesson seems to be that all the little nickels in the world, if you had them and piled them all up in one big pile, they're really not half as important as seeing the people of this town when they come together, especially on a Sudbury Saturday night.
The girls are ripped to bingo and our boys are getting stinko. We think no more of bingo on a Sudbury Saturday night. The glasses they will tinkle, but our eyes begin to twinkle, and we think no more of bingo on a Sudbury Saturday night. With Irish Jim O'Connell there and Scotty Jack McDonald, there's Hunky Frederick Virgil getting tight, but that's alright. There's Happy German Tipsy there with Benchy getting tipsy, and even Joe the Gypsy knows it's Saturday.
There's a time when I like to stand out on the Cape alone. It expands your awareness. It makes you want to cry and makes you want to laugh at the same time. You're so happy, like in a way that the God of the universe is so vast and has created you. And you seem to be crying at the same time with a kind of humbleness, a humility, a thankfulness.
When the Peterborough postman passes by, I cry, and I wonder why we ever said goodbye.
I only wish that we as a country were not as exploited the way we are. Canada's for the Canadians, and not just the Canadians that are living in it today, but all the Canadians throughout the years. The unborn Canadians. What will those Canadians think of Canada in their day? Will they be thankful to us, or will they just say that we're a bunch of stupid, egotistical idiots? What will they say about us?